What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we have some absolutely massive news. Borderlands 4 was just officially announced via a brand new teaser trailer. I know I'm a Destiny 2 channel, but I'm sure like a lot of you guys watching, I got into looter shooters because of Borderlands. I am a huge fan of the franchise. I covered it way back in the day on this channel, like a decade ago at this point, and so I am super excited for the next installment of the franchise. So in this video, we're going to take a look at this new teaser trailer and then analyze it, see what information we can divulge, because there's actually some really interesting things I've been able to pick up on. So let's take a look at that teaser. Alright, honestly, pretty sick, but again, just very much a teaser trailer, no actual gameplay or anything like that, but we did get the 2025 date and the option to wishlist it on Steam, which we're actually going to take a look at in a second. But starting off at the beginning of the trailer, you see kind of just the empty void of space, then you see that Firehawk Phoenix logo, and then a planet seemingly teleports through it into that space void. Now, this is actually directly after the events at the end of Borderlands 3. So I guess spoiler alert for those of you guys who haven't played Borderlands 3 yet, but here's the ending of Borderlands 3. You have Lilith, the Firehawk. She flies up to the moon to kind of deal with the moon that is threatening to destroy Pandora, right? And then you see her kind of, I guess, explode. No one really knew what happened here at the end. If it was somewhat divulged in future DLCs, forgive me, but you have this ending of a little bit of mystery around it. What happened to Lilith? The moon is now gone, and seemingly in its place is, again, like, kind of, it looks like almost like a portal or something, right? And you actually have the line from Ava saying she's lighting the way. Now, we directly go from here to that same Phoenix symbol, and now actually that same moon being teleported through it. Originally, when I saw this, I was like, is that Pandora? Right? You have the purple, like, iridium scars, seemingly, but I think this is actually the moon of Pandora, Elpis, that Lilith dealt with during that ending sequence. You can actually see a picture of Elpis right here, and that exact same shape. Now, it's red here in the picture, and in the trailer it's purple, but it's the exact same shape, guys. So I think Lilith got rid of the moon to save Pandora and sent it to where we're seeing in this trailer. Now, what happens next is super interesting. You encounter some sort of weird crystalline object, and then a bunch of meteors start raining down on this other planet. Like what is going on here? Was the planet stopped by something? Well, if you actually look at the teaser trailer slowly, if you slow down the footage, you can see the moon is going through space, it hits something. And that impact, when it hits, you can see it reverberates outwards, making kind of a spherical shape. And what I think this is the force field around this planet. You can then see the moon tears open a hole in this force field, kind of revealing the planet beyond this force field. So this is some kind of extremely advanced alien civilization that was able to cloak their existence. Like, it's invisible. You don't see anything until the moon makes contact with this force field. At that point, you see a little bit of this alien civilization, like on the ground. You see some buildings and so on, some trees and the like. Then it's kind of from the perspective of one of the aliens goes and picks up some of the debris, the meteors that's been falling on their planet, and you see the iconic Borderlands mask. Now, with the arm of the alien, maybe that's divulging what kind of aliens we're facing. And my first thought was the Iridians from especially Borderlands 1. So here's a screenshot from Borderlands 1. And yeah, it's an old game, so the graphics aren't exactly what we're used to these days. But if you see this Iridian Guardian, and if you played Borderlands 1, you know exactly what part of the game this is from, like the very end level, which was like the best XP gift farm in the game and one of the best chest farms ever. So look at the hands. You have those same almost like robotic hands with those like long, almost like fingernails. I think you could really make the argument that this hand we're seeing in the trailer is the same hand or similar to the hand we're seeing on this Iridian Guardian from Borderlands 1, right? That's very possible. It's also possible they're not anywhere near the same, right? Regardless of what actual alien planet it is, maybe it is the Iridian homeworld. That would be crazy, and that would fit in with the lore of Borderlands, or it could just be a completely separate advanced alien world, and that's what we're seeing here, right? Like, you're off Pandora now, you're going to be on an entirely new alien world for some or all of the events of Borderlands 4. At least that's what I'm gaining from this trailer. And we see more evidence of these kind of aliens, this civilization. At the end of the trailer, you see there's like a flash of some symbols. So you see like the Borderlands classic symbol, you see a face, and then you see some alien writing, right? And it didn't look like kind of the Iridian symbols when I was originally looking at it. So again, maybe this is a brand new alien planet or something like that, guys. But we actually have a little bit more information when we go on Steam. So yes, the trailer says you can wishlist this game right now on Steam. So if we head over to Steam, you can see there's now a Borderlands 4 page just created here, guys. And it actually has some pictures, just kind of high-res pictures of kind of the events of the trailer. So we see the moon crashing through that force field, and we also see the hand holding the iconic Borderlands mask. But here's the description of the game. The definitive looter shooter arrives in 2025. Wishlist now. See if you have what it takes to go down in history as a legendary vault hunter as you search for secret alien treasure, blasting everything in sight. Very, very generic, to be honest. But again, secret alien treasure really does coincide with what we've seen. I think we are going to this new alien planet for Borderlands 4, and that could be very, very exciting, guys. So there you have it. Borderlands 4. Looter shooter fans very excited right now. However, I'm sure they plan to announce this with a lot more hype, considering this is just on the heels of the Borderlands movie, which unfortunately, it's not doing too well. From everything I've heard, this is one of the worst movies, like, of the year, if not of the decade. Like, there is not a lot of fanfare for the Borderlands movie. And so, I'm sure they thought they could build on that hype right after the Borderlands movie, but they may have to kind of start the hype from scratch with Borderlands 4. There's still a ton of fans of the franchise, and so, of course, having the new main game in the franchise is going to be something that draws a lot of attention, but, you know, they're kind of on an uphill battle with the hype considering the failure of the Borderlands movie. Anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Borderlands 4 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.